I want to talk to you today about some of the biggest mistakes I see when it comes to selling, when it comes to team building. Oh, that evil, evil word, selling. Everybody gets so uncomfortable with the word selling. I'm just sharing. But you really are selling. You're always selling or being sold. Like when someone tells you no and why they're saying no, they're selling you on their reason for saying no. You're either buying their excuse or you're selling them on how that's a silly reason not to get started. If this is you, it's okay. I'm just trying to help you get better. Don't be bitter, get better. Don't be frustrated, get fascinated. How can you improve? Number one, they have too much focus on themselves making money. This is how most of us get started. Focused on our circumstances. We're focused on our lack of time, money, joy, whatever, purpose, abundance, whatever. But that's a big mistake. That's a flaw. Why? Because it ain't about you. It's about how your product or service or opportunity can help your customer. So that's a big mistake. Too much focus on themselves making money versus helping someone solve a problem. Entrepreneurs help people solve problems for profits. Number two, they don't build enough rapport. If people feel like you care about them, and we're not faking it, we're not faking enthusiasm, we're not faking empathy, but I think some of us can appreciate the fact that sometimes we're a little too eager. How many of us remember dating? If I would have been pursuing Nadya in a way that was desperate, eager, and I had that commission breath, if I would not have had some posture and I would have been too eager, she would have been like, oh, not interested. You got to play the game a little bit. You can't seem so pushy and eager and desperate, obviously. So if you're not asking questions to uncover the problem someone has, and you're not making them feel warm and fuzzy, right? People do business with people they know, like, and trust. You know why I consistently recruit more people than just about anyone in my company? You know why a lot of the top sellers within our organization outsell most of the other people in the company? Because the people they're selling their products to trust them. The reason people hop on all my videos, maybe not all my videos, but a lot of my videos, because people trust that they're going to get the goods. They know I'm going to bring the fire. They know I'm going to drop some tips, some inspiration, maybe some aha moments, some haha moments, right? So aha and haha moments. So I think it's really important to understand that people do business with people they know, like, and trust, but it's not just you putting out content. It's how you connect with people one-on-one on the back end. You know, some people are like, hey, I'm getting less engagement, less views. You know, it's harder to get attention on social media. Great. So the limited attention you're getting, make sure you're really connecting with those people, because that's how I started out on social media. Before anyone knew who I was, I got to know the people that I found on social media or that found me. I got to know them. Before I had leads in my inbox and people raising their hand requesting information, I was proactively asking questions, building rapport, getting to know people, quite often not even bringing up my business or product. People don't ask closing questions because they are so afraid of rejection, which, write this down, rejection is just redirection. Every time you get a no, it's just a no, not now. No, not yet. I don't believe you. I'm not ready. The timing isn't right, but you planted a seed. Write this down. Some will, some won't, some wait, some watch. So what? Next. You might think, well, I'm getting less views, less leads, less whatever, but let me tell you something. People are always watching. Do you know how many people I come across and they're like, I watch all your stories. I love your videos. You're so inspiring. Congratulations on this. Congratulations on that. I love your beach houses. And I think to myself, I haven't heard from you in years. I've never seen you comment on anything. Now that could be also, I just didn't see it, but does that make sense? Keep showing up. Even when you don't have the views, the comments, the likes, keep showing up. But you have to be okay with rejection. I still get people every day telling me no. I get people that tell me no when we offer like our free social media guide and scripts. People are like, no, I don't want it. No, I'm good. I don't need that. You're like, it's free 99, but all right. If you're not experiencing rejection, you're not working hard enough. If you're not getting at least 5, 10, 20 no's a week, you're not working hard enough. And that's at least 5, 10, 20 no's. I know people that get 5, 10, 20 no's a day. They don't care. They have no addiction to the outcome. Marry the process, divorce the result. If you want to build a massive bank account, an MBA, you have to be okay with getting no's. No's need to be your daily vitamins. You understand? Every once in a while, someone throws their credit card at you, but that's not the norm. Every once in a while, someone sees one video, they get added to a group chat, like they join the first day, the next day, like they're just a red apple. Most people are going to be green apples. In fact, write this down. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1, they want to be a customer or they're just a no, or a 10, they're ready to get started right now. Ask people, where are you at on a scale of 1 to 10? Because I don't want to waste your time or mine. Because I don't want to waste your time or mine. Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? 10, you're ready to get started right now. 1, you just maybe want to be a customer or just you're not interested at this time. Where are you at? Find out where they're at. Because here's the truth. Most people are going to be in the green zone. They're not a rotten apple. They're not like a negative Nancy. They're not like super skeptical or whatever. And they're not like super ready to get started. They're going to be between probably a 3 and a 7. Most people will be in the green zone. So it's how you handle the questions and the objections for the greenies, the ones that are the green apples. That's where the money's made, okay? Number 4, they don't talk to enough people and play the numbers game. I know you don't want to treat people like a number, but it is a numbers game. Fact of the matter, whoever ATMs the most people wins. Whoever puts their business prospects in the most business chats with their upline or sideline leaders is going to recruit the most people. That's just the way it goes. It is a numbers game. You can't just rely on viral videos. You can't just rely on posting and ghosting anymore. It just doesn't work like that. And by the way, it only worked like that for like 2 years. There was like 2 years where people could literally just post their videos and generate leads and sales without even talking to people. That's not normal unless you're a big time influencer, and 98% of the people in network marketing are not going to be big influencers. So stay in touch and give them updates until they're ready. You stay in touch with people. You continue to nurture the relationship, especially if they're a quality human. Like how many of us have people on your dream board, your dream list? Maybe not your dream board. That'd be weird. Like my dream board, I want a yacht. I want my own plane one day. I want a beach house and I want to recruit John. That would be so weird. But you have your dream list, right? You're like chicken listers, the ones that like, you're almost like, it makes your palms sweaty just reaching out to them. That's how you know it's a good lead, a good prospect, because you start getting all hot in the collar. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's just the beginning. And that's when you really start to nurture that relationship and continue to build that rapport. Because if people feel like the only time they ever hear from you is when you're trying to sell them something, that's why they always reject you. They don't trust you. All right. Number 5, you don't want people to feel like you're unlikable. If you're relatable and you're down to earth, you're funny equals money. I'm telling you, some of the people that reach out to me or join my team, it's because they saw something I posted, they related to, they resonated with about MLM or about, social media, whatever. Like they thought I was funny or entertaining, or mostly they thought Nadya was funny or entertaining. And then they started following us. And because they just liked our vibe, they ended up on our team. So number 5, they underestimate the power in building relationships and follow-up. I know we've all heard the cliche, the fortune is in the follow-up. It's a cliche because it's true. Some of my best recruits were very good friends of mine that I never really recruited. They recruited themselves. # timing is everything. Number 6, they treat this business like a hobby. You want filet mignon lifestyle, but you got hot dog habits. You can make money or make excuses, but you can't do both. That's what I learned from my very first upline mentor, my first year in network marketing. I had a lot of excuses, a lot of baggage. I felt sorry for myself. I don't know that many people. People don't look at me as an expert, as a leader, as a person of influence. People don't trust me. My warm market sucks. I'm young. All my contacts are young. This, that, I don't have money. So imagine if you invested $100,000 in your business. How would you show up every day? How would you treat your business if you invested $100,000? Would you show up a little differently? Because I know, look, the beauty is in network marketing, it's only a few $100s. The challenge with network marketing, it's only a few $100s. So if people fail, they're like, whatever, it's a few $100. And it sucks because here's the truth. The amount of money that I make in a month is what most people make in 5 years, what I make in 1 month. And I invested the same amount of money that anyone else invests to get started, a few $100s. I know sometimes we have big time expectations, but expectations are very dangerous. You ever heard comparison is the thief of joy and procrastination is the thief of opportunity? Expectations might be worse than both of those combined. Because when you expect certain things and then it doesn't happen and you get disappointed, this is not setting yourself up for success. Because here's the truth. The best athletes in the world, the most successful entrepreneurs in the world, people with the happiest marriages and All the most successful people, and we could talk about fitness, we could talk about sports, we could talk about Hollywood, we could talk about whatever. The most successful people, I think just about all of them had a certain expectation of when they would accomplish the thing they were trying to accomplish. And it took a lot longer and it was a lot harder than they anticipated. But then they also accomplished long-term way more than they could have ever imagined. How many of us have ever heard the Tony Robbins quote? He says, most people totally overestimate what they can accomplish in 1 year, and they totally underestimate what they can accomplish in 5. And here's the biggest problem. 5 years goes by and they accomplish something that's actually phenomenal, but because they forgot what it was like to be new and they forgot what it was like when they first got started, and you expect a certain thing and that thing doesn't work out and you get discouraged, disappointed, you're frustrated. But then, and Tony Robbins talks about this as well, he says, exchange your frustration for appreciation. Like, thank God I have the business I have. Thank God I have the family I have. Thank God everyone's healthy. Thank God for this. Thank God for that. Like, having gratitude and appreciation that you even have what you have, instead of being frustrated by what you don't have. Focusing on lack, focusing on whatever it is that you didn't accomplish, and be like, hey, okay, what can I learn from this? Because here's the thing. I have people in my inbox right now. I have coaching clients, leaders, different people. And listen, everyone's in a different situation, right? Not everyone's in the same situation, the same boat. But some people are like, hey, my business is slow, or this is happening, or that's happening. I understand, but you're not like alone. It's not just you that this is happening to. If Tesla is slow and Apple stock is down and Amazon, do you think your business should be up right now? Like, it's kind of funny how sometimes we're so selfish and we think like, oh, woe is me. And it's like, but everybody's experiencing the same economy right now. I mean, I know you think you're special, and I like to think I'm special, but really we're not special in that regard. Everybody's experiencing the same thing. I'm pretty sure you would study and learn as much as you could in order to make your money back and eventually become profitable if you invested $100,000. So again, don't be bitter, get better. What can you do to get better? And number 7, they don't ATM their face off. They're not using the best system on planet Earth. The people on my team right now that are rank advancing, that are crushing it, that are growing, they are having business conversations every day. They're ignorance on fire in many cases. They are adding, tagging, and messaging the people. They're adding people to the groups. They're ATMing their face off. If you're not adding people to your business groups, to your product groups, that is a big reason you are struggling. Every day I talk to people that I either haven't spoke to ever, never talked to them in my life. First time I'm talking to them, I'm meeting them. And I'm talking to people every day that I've known for years and years and years. A combination of the two. I'm talking to people on my team, people I want on my team. I'm talking to potential customers and customers. I'm talking to people that are 15, 25 levels removed from me. And I'm talking to a direct recruit / leader on my team. I'm working my business every day. That's why my business continues to flourish. Not everybody in your network right now is going to buy from you or join your team. But there are people in your network right now that will buy or join eventually, but they might not join you. You're going to say, well, how do I get them to join me versus someone else? Well, number 1, you make it about them. You make it about them, not about you. I think it's so important to realize that when you're showing up on social media, when you're putting your content out there, like if you're positive, you're consistent, you're excited, you have energy and enthusiasm, that attracts people that are just like you. Now, maybe not right away, but eventually. But remember, if you're not attracting people right now, that's probably because you're not good enough to attract people right now. But that means you can get better. And that's why you're doing the videos, you're doing the stories, you're doing the posts, because you're figuring out your voice, your message, how you can be seen. But they want to see, are you still committed a year from now? Or are you going to give it a try? I'm going to do it until it's too hard. I'm going to do it until I run out of money. That's not the mentality of a business owner. That's the mentality of a gambler. That's lottery ticket marketing. The people that are the most successful, they're freaking relentless. They're obsessed. And they're going to do it until they succeed, until they win. Not until it's hard, not until things slow down, until they succeed. Period. End of story.